I said this at least twice on the channel. I love Dr. Stone, and I'm pretty sure I can make some banger what ifs with Dr. Stone. So I decided to make a Dr. Stone what if. And as you see, it's very short because there is not a lot to say here. It's a short story since most of the people are gonna be dead. This is the video. What if Senku woke up late? If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Now with that said, sit back and enjoy. Warning, this video contains spoilers up to Season 4 Part 2 of Dr. Stone. You have been warned. Okay, so let me start the video by saying that Senku is gonna be the only one who wakes up late in this timeline. And what I mean by that is he's gonna be the only one who wakes up late, and the people that he's going to wake up are going to wake up late like Senku, because they were woken up by Senku, so if he doesn't wake up, they don't either. So Senku wakes up around 7,400 years later after he was petrified. So about double the time he was petrified than the original. Which means that every person in Ishigami village is dead, basically, that was at least alive as the side main characters of the story. Like Chrome, Kohaku, etc, etc. So let's just say he wakes up at the exact same time he did in the original of it's spring? I think it was spring, I don't really remember, so it's definitely not winter though. So he wakes up, he builds the same shits that he did in the original, and then he obviously like in the original wakes up Taiju. Now this story continues like in the original where Senku built a house. Then he woke up Taiju, then after they were attacked by lions, they wake up Tsukasa. And so when they find out that Tsukasa wants to purify the world from those greedy, adults, I guess you could say, when they run off with the petrified body of Yuzuriha, they are not really able to escape. So when he obviously wakes her up, in the original, I believe she did wake up before they were caught by Tsukasa and Senku died. So yeah, she woke up, and when they are running towards the mountain so that they can get gunpowder, Tsukasa finds them way easier because he doesn't have the encounter with Kohaku since she's dead. She doesn't exist anymore really. Senku, the story has two paths that it could go through. One is that Senku actually dies and they don't find out how to revive him, and the second one is the one that I'm gonna go for, where they do find how to revive him and they do split ways. Now Senku is not gonna be able to actually find the village easier, or it's gonna be way harder for him to find the village, Ishigami village, since Kohaku didn't start the fire, for him to realize that there are people there, but they did still split for Senku to get the information from Tsukasa's base. And when he finally finds out about Ishigami village, he's not gonna be able to take over their base, I guess, or take them over to his side and create the Kingdom of Science that easily, since there is no Chrome or Kohaku. And because there is no Suika as well, he's not going to be able to find information about them to make those inventions that he did, like the food and shit. But he's going to eventually be able to do that, I would say, in 2 times more the time that he did in the original. I would say 2 years maybe? Max 2 years, because it would take more time for him to do it by himself than if he had actual help. And when he eventually does make the Kingdom of Science, it's gonna be 100 times weaker than it would have been in the original, since the only brain of the operation is Senku and Chrome doesn't exist, and every other villager is the brawn of the operation. And if he does get past Tsukasa's army and does defeat Tsukasa somehow, he won't be able to revive humanity, because Dr. Zeno would have died by then. And I do believe that he would have left books of everything that he knows. But because he has the knowledge written down, it doesn't really mean that the person who does learn that knowledge is gonna be able to use it like Dr. Zeno did. Which means they don't find out about the petrification beams or the petrification medusas. The medusas, yeah. That are in South America. And so the story doesn't have a really good ending per se, and they're not really able to finish the journey that they started to like revive humanity and find out about Y-Man. And if I were to know everything about Dr. Stone, like actually I've read the manga, I would have actually like tried to make the story a little bit bigger, and if I remembered things like more correctly and like better. But I don't, okay, and I am only an anime watcher, so that's how much I know right now. And that's basically the end of the story. Thank you for listening, and if you have any ideas, write them down in the comments. I'm gonna start like branching out to more anime, maybe some other Dr. Stone what ifs, maybe some Bleach what ifs, maybe. I don't know, because I'm gonna try like doing some other what ifs with anime that I have seen. So like One Piece and Naruto, I'm not gonna be doing that since I do not know the stories. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. And with that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, Justo M, out.